development of the judiciary. It has the capability to improve access to justice, efficiency, and transparency. We note that despite the approval of an ICT policy for the judiciary and the modest progress that has been made in areas of case flow management and electronic communication, more importantly, the implementation needs to drill down to the state levels. It is important that progress be made at all levels of the judiciary.
The occasion was also used to confer the rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria on 22 legal practitioners.
I think it is just a fulfillment of a career, and I see it that way. My late father, when you get a PhD, he tells you you've just scratched on the surface of knowledge. What you're going to do with it thereafter is what matters most. And I think that, yes, being conferred with Senior Advocate heaps on me a lot of responsibilities, and I pray God I'll be able to discharge it.
You are one of the very few Nigerians that is married to a Senior Advocate of Nigeria. What does that mean to the family?
Well, I would think that it's been a family of lawyers. Apart from my husband, 3 of my children are lawyers. And it feels so good when we have different aspects of law playing up in my family. My husband talks constitutional. Yes. I talk commercial and litigation. My daughter in her PhD talks about terrorism financing. My son talks about global politics. Yes. So it comes like a blend, and we understand each other perfectly well.
What do you feel on a day like this?
A lot of excitement, fulfillment, gratefulness, and thanks to God.
How is this impacting on the family where you have Oga and Madam as Senior Advocates of Nigeria?
Very positively, undoubtedly, and I think we have grown to acknowledge the goodness in law, and we have grown to become leaders in the profession. And I think that it is now a challenge for us to help to shape the future of law and the future of legal practice through leadership in the profession. We thank God. For us, it is not a challenge because we have grown up in it for how many years now? 30 years of marriage as lawyers. I believe that if we've been able to carry on very positively as husband and wife, the remaining years of our life will not be any difference.
Law students all around Nigeria will be particularly excited about this. How would that impact on them?
Well, my admonition to them is that what they taught the Nigerian law school, because we teach them what things should be, that is what they should adhere to. We've heard of cases of those who leave the law school and within a short period, tend to denigrate from what they've been taught, claiming that, that's what they see around. My advice to them is please adhere to the principles of the tenets of the profession as you are taught at the law school. That is what has seen your leaders, your progenitors in the profession to where they got to. And those who are there today leading, that's what has seen them there. You will not get to the top if you do not conform to the norms of the profession.
We have used this edition to look at the first day of the new legal year as portrayed by the ceremony at the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Thank you for being part of today's edition. So many other issues are unfolding in the judicial and legal area of Nigeria's polity, and you can trust that the scale will not miss out on any of them. See you again.
Gas pipelines are the arteries for powering electricity. When the artery is burst, then the entire system collapses. Vandalizing gas pipelines is a criminal offense against the Nigerian people. Let us join hands and protect our gas pipelines from the enemies of Nigeria. Report any suspected vandal to the security operatives. Let us stop vandals before they destroy our collective national heritage, so we can have the Nigeria of our dreams, where there will be light at all times. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA.
Dance Web Africa. Dance Web Africa, in collaboration with Option A Media and Jabilik Mall, presents Dance Independence, Team Our Nation, Our Pride. This moment brings dancers and people from all over the nation to promote peace, unity and love, and to celebrate our country, Nigeria. Featuring dance, music, spoken word, inspirational speakers and many more. Dates 1st of October 2016. Time 3 p.m. Venue Jabilik Mall, Abuja. And guess what? It's free entry. Supported by and powered by NTA. Be there.
The West African Currency Board was responsible for issuing currency notes in Nigeria from 1912 to 1959. Prior to its establishment, Nigeria had used various forms of money, including cowries and manillas.
Here we have trade beads brought in by the Europeans when they first came into our shores to trade. And that's the original gin bottle, also used in exchange of slaves. By the time the central bank was fully in operations, on 1st of July 1959, we started issuing the Nigerian pounds. As you can see, they all have different colors, shapes, and sizes. Further down, we have the 1968 currencies, which were printed in the Biafran region during the Civil War.
On 1st July 1959, the Central Bank of Nigeria issued the Nigerian currency notes and coins, while the West African Currency Board notes and coins were withdrawn. It was not until 1st July 1962 that legal tender status was changed to reflect the country's new status having gained independence. In 1967, the Nigerian pound note was introduced. It could buy 500 cups of gari. The notes were again changed in 1968 as a war strategy following the misuse of the country's currency notes. The change that took place in January 1973 was a major one, and this involved both currency notes and coins. The 20 Naira banknote became the first currency note in Nigeria. On July 1979, new currency notes of 3 denominations, 1 Naira, 5 Naira, and 10 Naira, were introduced with distinctive colors. In 1991, both the 50 kobo and 1 Naira notes were coined. Expansion in economic activities and to facilitate an efficient payment system, the 100 Naira was introduced in December 1999, 200 Naira in November 2000, 500 Naira in April 2001.
Nigeria to scale up existing bilateral relations with India in critical economic sector for mutual benefits of both countries.
Senate rejects proposed sale of national assets by the federal government.
As the people of Edo State go to the polls, INEC and security agencies said all is set for a hate-free governorship election.
On Good Morning Nigeria today, our focus is on the search for enduring peace in the